Very good evening to everyone. Hope my voice loud and clear to everyone. Just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box. Still some users are joining, folks. That's why today we will start a little bit late. Okay. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me a quick confirmation on the chat box. So today is nothing but what first day of our class, we can say. It's an introduction class. So that's why it's little bit of late. But from the next day, we will start on sharp timing. Whatever timing is provided to you, 9 to 10 IST. So same timing, we will start this session. Yeah. Thank you so much for quick confirmation, folks. So just like today is nothing but what our first day, introduction day, we can say. So we will understand how this 24 days will work. What we will complete in that 24 days, daily 1 hour. Okay. Monday to Friday, we will connect. Saturday, Sunday, we have a holiday. Okay, so I am not wasting a time and we will start what we will discuss today's session. Okay, or what we will complete in that time period, whatever 24 days time period we have, folks. Okay, so just I'll share my screen. Just give me a minute. Yes. Now you can see in front of you, my screen is available. And welcome to the Logic Lab Technologies, folks, all of you. We are here to understand solution architect course provided by the AWS. Okay. And as you know, my name is Mohammad Zubair and it's a batch number is 214. And we have some email IDs, folks. If you have any type of query, if you have any type of questions related to the what we say content or related to anything, whatever. So you can use this support email ID. Just note down that email ID, folks, so everyone can easily connect and they will get the resolution from the support team. Okay. Whatever queries you have related to the sessions, definitely we will discuss in every day. Before starting a session, folks, 5 to 10 minutes, we will discuss about the recap session. Okay. So in that recap, we will understand what you will facing the issue. 5 to 10 minutes, we will discuss about the recap. Okay. And I'm assuming that everyone will practice what we are discussing here. Okay. We have only 1 hour time. So if you are focusing on my session, not an issue, but you will get the recordings and documents also. Whatever steps we are discussing here, that steps also be upload in LMS. Whatever is provided by the Logic Lab, folks. Okay. So just go through that. You will get the recordings as well as documents. You need to practice and daily we will discuss 5 to 10 minutes about the recap. So if you find any difficulties, any questions, so we will discuss about that. Then we will move to the agenda. Yeah. So folks, we will understand what we will cover in a time period of 24 days. Okay. Then again, we will come to the PPT. So I'll share some PDF documents. Hope you have that documents, everyone. Okay. So as you know, it's totally depend on 4 weeks. Daily 1 hour, we will conduct the session. Okay. And it's a one-to-one communication, we can say. If you have any issue, you can raise your hand. We'll give you the time. We will discuss about that. Okay. And we'll complete whatever services provided by the AWS, folks. If you need to join, if you need to register the course for the recordings, you have to pay 2499 INR rupees. Okay. Registration link will provided by the support team, or I'll share with you some QR codes. Through that QR codes also you can get. Okay. Don't worry about that curriculum, folks. I'll share with you some QR codes. If you download that QR code, you will get the idea and you can download entire structure, whatever is provided by the Logic Labs. Okay. So what we will cover here, folks, in that 24 days time period, you can see first we will discuss about some key features. After completing this course, you will get a lifetime access. for the recordings and notes. As I told you, you will get the recordings as well as notes. Okay. After completing this course, folks, after 24 days, I'll provide you dumps and some CV samples to complete the certification. Okay. Apart from that, I'll upload some mini project. So you can add this project in your resume. Additionally, we will discuss about what is cloud quiz. Okay. If you complete that cloud quiz, so you will get one batch. It's coming from AWS and that is also free. We'll discuss about that and we will understand how you can book your certification exam. We will guide you what are the options, how you can book AWS certification exams. Yeah, these are the key features if you attend these lectures or if you attend my lectures. Apart from that, we will discuss what we will complete in time period of 24 days or 4 weeks, we can say. So for that, folks, first we will understand or we'll discuss AWS overview. In that overview, we'll understand how to create a free tier account, what are the benefits, if you will get some bill or we can say amount. Okay. So how you can waive off that bill because our account is coming from free tier. So we'll discuss about that steps also. It's happened. For example, some services limited time period available for you for the limited time period, right? If you complete that time period, so definitely AWS will provide you a bill. So how you can waive off that bill, we will understand here, right? Then how you can configure billing alert, how you can monitor the AWS services charges based on IAM role, AWS CLI access, all the things we will complete or we will discuss in a point of AWS overview. Now we will move to the second point, that is compute related features. Here we will discuss about what is AMI, okay, how to connect with Windows as well as Linux server. Apart from that, we will understand how you can deploy your web server, how you can launch your web server. Then we'll understand what is the load balancer, auto scaling. Okay. Then we will move to the next part, that is folks, storage. Multiple types of storage provided by the AWS. Some options are available in front of you, S3, EBS, FSX, or EFS. This all we will discuss one by one, practically as well as theoretically concept. Now, as a point of network, we will understand how to create a VPC. Then content delivery network, CDN, we can say in real-time scenario. Here we will understand what is IAM and how you can assign the policies. Based on the network, some components we need to understand, we'll discuss. Finally, we will come to the point of databases as well as serverless architecture, monitoring and automation. And apart from that, folks, containers. You know about that, today's generation, everybody is moving to the containers part. Kubernetes, we can say, Dockers, we can say. So we'll discuss about that part also. Okay. Yeah. So hope you will get a little bit of idea what we will cover in a time period of 24 days or 4 weeks, we can say. Yeah. So folks, first I'll complete my introduction part, then I'll move to the question answers part, and then we'll start today's agenda. Okay. So I'll share with you some codes. From that QR codes, you can download this agenda. Okay. And you can cross check with websites and all. So again, welcome to the AWS Solution Architect course, folks. Now you can see in front of you, some QR codes are available. I'll request to everyone, kindly take a screenshot of that PPT or whatever is coming in your screen. Why? Because if you are scanning that QR code, you will get a course content. And if you need to register, then also second QR code will help you. Okay. Some numbers is available in front of you, folks. You can call to that number in the working hours and you can connect with a support team. Okay. Yeah. So just take a screenshot or just scan that QR code. You will get all the detail, whatever is provided by the Logic Lab folks. Now, some protocols we have to understand. If you have any type of queries, you have to connect with Logic Lab team, and we have some email IDs. Through that email ID, you will get solution. Okay. And we have some, what we say, WhatsApp groups. So whatever updates are coming related to the sessions or any other session, so that all the updates you will get in that community. Okay. So I'll share that link with you. So easily you can connect. And finally, take that screenshot of this PPT. So you will get email ID as well as some numbers, folks. Yeah. Hope everyone will get the idea how to connect with a support team and what we will cover in the 24 days time period or 4 weeks. Yes. Just give me a quick confirmation. Folks, my session is based on two-way communication. Okay. So if you are joining my session, so I'll recommend to everyone, kindly available as an active mode. Please be on active. Okay. Then only trainers can add more thing in that sessions, and you also can add or you also can ask some questions, right? If it is going on one-way traffic, we can say, so Udemy is the best platform for you. You can go, you can subscribe, and you can just go through that, whatever, what we say, recorded sessions are there. Okay, it is not a recorded session, it is live session. So that's why I'll assume that everyone should be in an active mode. Okay. So yeah, everyone will get the idea, folks. Is it clear to everyone? Just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box. Or related to the curriculum, or we can say course content, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Not an issue. You can raise your hand, we will discuss about that, or you can type in the chat box. Thank you, Alex, for giving me a quick confirmation. Lots of users are joining, but I don't know, only one or few, we can say 2-3 users are replying on that, right? Okay. If you are thinking you don't have any type of questions, not an issue. It's good. So we will move to the next part. That is the introduction part. Okay. So you can see my name is Mohammad Zubair, and I have couple of certifications based on cloud, we can say. Okay. So you can see I have solution architect, as well as I am an authorized instructor, Amazon authorized instructor, we can say, as well as Google, Microsoft, and AI. Okay, so I'm leading this session. Apart from that, I have 11 years of experience in IT, folks. I was working in real-time scenarios as well as teaching. Okay, so from last 6 years, I am in AWS domain only, or we can say cloud domain. So I'll delivering the lectures. I'm working with real-time scenarios. Okay, yeah, so it's nothing but what small introduction from my side. So again, I'll request to everyone, it's your turn. Just type your name. Already your names are available in the chat box, so you can type it about yourself, meaning of that, how many experience you have, you are new in this domain, or you have little bit of experience, 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, whatever it is, right? So it's a two-way communication, we can say, between you and me, and we will continue for the further communications. Yes, folks, kindly use a chat box to type your answers or type your introduction, we can say, so easily I can understand, and I'll start my sessions with that level only, right? So don't worry if you don't have any question, if you don't have any knowledge, then also it is very good, because we'll start with a basic from starting. Yeah. Okay, so definitely 5 days you have a free time, you will understand what is my method, how it will work and all. Okay, Anant is saying new to the cloud, 10 years in development, very good. Beginners for AWS. Okay, Alex is saying beginners level. Okay, what about others, folks? Lots of users are available in that session, but only few are typing. Okay, database. Yeah. So Tushar, maybe you will interested in that database topic. whatever is provided by the AWS. We can say RDS, SQL databases, NoSQL databases, right? That also we will cover in that 24 days time period. Yes, definitely. Yes. What about others, folks? If my voice loud and clear to everyone? Yeah, not an issue, definitely. If you understand the concept, and important thing is nothing but what, folks, daily basis you have to practice, right? Most of the time what happened are what we say course fees is very less. So what users are doing, they are joining only for a few days, and after that they are thinking, oh, we have a recording, we will just go through that recordings, right? So if you are thinking like that, so definitely I'm not recommend to anyone to join my sessions, because I prefer two-way communication. If someone is asking me the question, definitely it is good for me and good for you also and others also, right? So daily basis you have to practice, you have to come with your queries, and we will discuss. Then only you will go and you will start the career with AWS. Okay. Yeah. What about others? Okay. So thank you so much for today's session, folks. Now again I'll show you how you can download your course content. Okay. First, QR code. If you scan that QR code, so you will get course content, what we will discuss. You can download it, okay, and you can follow that. Okay. Not an issue. If you have a career gap, then also not an issue. Okay. Because AWS for everyone. Right now, if you know, or if you have an idea, folks, uh, till 1 year back, we can say in our India have only one region. But right now, we can say we have a two regions, right? We'll discuss what is the regions. So one is in Mumbai and second one is in Hyderabad. Okay. Yeah. So definitely AWS is deploying the services in everywhere. So that's why definitely everyone is moving to the cloud, just because of that multiple features provided by the AWS. That's why. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not showing you again and again PPTs, folks, because my sessions are depend on the practical basis most of the time. But if we have to understand the theoretical concept, then only we can go and we can understand what is the AWS and how services will work. So that's why first we will move to the theoretical concepts. After that, we will discuss about the practicals. Yeah. So as per today's agenda, folks, what we will discuss today, we will discuss about what is cloud computing, how services will work, what is virtualization, development and models, and finally, advantages of AWS. Okay, yeah, that is the today's agenda, folks. Yeah, before starting today's agenda or boring theoretical concept, folks, I'll move to my drawing page. Okay, yeah, hope my drawing page is visible to everyone. Just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box. All of you, it is visible to everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. So, quick question to everyone. Just tell me, folks, why everyone is moving to the cloud? What do you think? What are the benefits? Or what do you think? Just reply on the chat box. So, we can discuss about that, right? So, why? Because we are just coming to understand the AWS. So, first we need to understand why everyone is moving to the cloud, right? Right now, on-premises setup is going on. Instead of that setup, they are moving to the cloud, right? So what do you think? Just tell me, folks, why everyone is moving to the cloud? Whatever cloud it is Microsoft, it is Google, we can say it is Amazon, whatever it is, IBM, Alibaba, whatever it is. Scalable solution and cost effective, very good. Apart from that, okay, easier to maintain, clear. What about others? Okay. Folks, as I told you, my course will start from a basic level, or we can say it is for a beginner, right? So we will discuss about why everyone is moving to the cloud first. So just think about it. If you need to start any type of service, so right now everyone want a website, right? If you have a website, so to deploy the website, you need some servers, okay? And that servers will available with some types of devices, we can say, right? For example, CPU, hard disk, RAM, motherboard, right? Multiple, etc. Some things is required, that is called a server. If you have this all the material, so you can create a server. And finally, after that, you need a operating system, right? So if you have this all the things, then only you can say, yes, I have a server. You can work in server. We'll discuss what is the server and what is client. Don't worry about that. Just we are discussing. Okay. Yeah. So if you need to deploy a website, we need this all the things, right? When we talked about on premises, so folks, before starting a business, okay, before starting any type of services, first you have to think about space. It's a very biggest issue as per today's generation, we can say. Space, where you have to launch your business. It is good community, we can say. It is marketplace, everyone is connecting easily. Multiple things we have to check. Then only we can say, yes, that space is very good for me. Okay. After the space, folks, we need to think about the devices, right? Just like server, network devices, storage devices, we can say, right? Apart from that, we need some cooling system, folks, right? Why cooling system is required? Because we are dealing with a server, right? So AC and all the things is required. To maintain that thing, we need a staff, right? And apart from that, we need a backup of electricity, right? Yeah. So meaning of that, folks, before starting a business, lots of investment you have to do. And again, whatever space you are purchasing or whatever space you are taking on rent, that space you have to decide. Some rooms are reserved for this all the devices. Why? Because your website is available for everyone 24 by 7, 365 days. So definitely your server should on every time. If it is off, you can't hit to your website. Your website is not available for the users, right? So to come up from that situation, folks, we can say before starting a business, lots of investment is required. CapEx, OPEX, we can say. We'll discuss later on. What is the CapEx? What is the OPEX, right? So before starting a business, lots of investment. To come up from that situation, what cloud providers are saying, no need to check the space. Why? Because we will provide you the space. If you want, no need to think about the devices. We will provide you the devices. Apart from that, to cool that devices, for the cooling system, we are responsible. To maintain that devices, cooling system, backup, electricity, whatever things are there, for everything, ISP, right? Service provider will are responsible, just like cloud. Okay. So that's why, folks, in short time, or we can say in a short definition, everyone will move to the cloud. Everyone will understanding, or they are migrating their workload to the cloud, because no need to pay upfront cost. No upfront cost is there, right? No need to purchase the space. Already space is provided by the AWS or Microsoft, we can say Azure or Google. Yeah. So hope everyone will get little bit of idea why everyone is moving to the cloud, why every companies want the cloud. Okay, so yeah, we will move to the what we say concept of PPT, and we'll understand a little bit what is the cloud computing. Yes. So folks, when we talked about cloud computing, two things will come to the picture. Okay. Cloud is nothing but it is not available in front of us. It is available somewhere, virtual, we can say. So to connect with our virtualizations, or we can say virtual systems, compulsory, we need to understand the concept of internet and intranet. If someone is coming from the IT background, they will easily understand what is the internet and what is the intranet. Simple thing, a global computer network using a standardized communication protocol, that is a UDP, TCP and IP, and they will provide the communication between that. So they will use always internet. Simple thing, folks. If you need to connect globally, any website, if you need to go, or if you need to launch, if you need to access, compulsory internet is required. Without net, you can't connect. Same, your cloud, always it is depend on internet, right? Second thing we have, that is called intranet. So it is used inside the network. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of understanding what is the internet and what is the intranet. So just think about it. Yeah, it's my office, for example, or it's yours office. Okay, now inside this office you have some servers. Yeah, I'm creating some rack, I'm launching some network devices. Yes, I'm launching some servers. Yeah. Multiple things we have, for example. Okay, yeah, it is inside the office and all are communicating with each other. I'm typing here, I'm creating here some laptop also. Yeah. So this all the gadgets, laptops, servers, routers, and everything are connecting or communicating with each other. Okay. If it is working internally, it is not connected outside this boundary. Whatever boundary wall is there, whatever your office boundary is there, it is not going beyond that. So it is used intranet, inside office, inside your company, inside your network, we can say. Now, if you need to connect with outside world or outside network, okay, so at that time, definitely folks, you need a internet. Same, whatever we are launching, whatever services we are accessing, this all the services are available in the cloud, folks. Okay, so how to connect from my laptop, from my computer to the cloud? Yes. So based on the internet, it is possible. Without internet, folks, it is not possible. So first thing is nothing but what? When we talked about the AWS or any type of cloud, it will become a internet, right? If you have an internet, you can connect it. If you don't have an internet, you can't connect. Hope it is clear to everyone, folks, right? Okay, now quick question to everyone. While sending a messages, folks, in the chat box, kindly use everyone. Okay, yeah, so everyone will understand what you are asking and what is the solution of that. Okay, now just think about it, folks. Just forget about that connections, cloud and all. You have one laptop. Okay, yeah, you have one laptop. Right now, this laptops is available with Windows operating system, Windows 11, for example. Okay, now your organization is saying you need to be work with Linux. Okay, yeah, you have one laptop. This laptop is belongs to Windows 11. Okay, now what is my question, folks? If you need to practice with Linux, okay, yeah, you need to practice with Linux operating system. what you will do? You need both operating system, Windows as well as Linux. Very good, Alex. What about others? VirtualBox. Very good. Correct. What we will do? We have two options, folks. Okay. Yeah, we have two options. First, what we will do? We will use dual boot method. Meaning of that, inside one laptop, we will install two operatings, Windows 11 or Linux. But if it is dual boot, then what happened? At one time, only one operating system will be on active mode. Meaning of that, when you restart your laptop, when you restart your system or computer, what happened? It will ask you two options. You need to log in with Windows or you need to log in with Linux. If you are selecting Linux, Windows will not start. If you select Windows, Linux will not work. Right? That is the old scenario or old situation we can say. Now, to come up from that dual booting method, folks, yes, next concept will come to the picture that you told me. That is nothing but what? VM we can say. Virtual machine, or we can say virtual box. Okay. So meaning of that, it is a software. We will install the software in my laptop, and inside this software, we'll install multiple operating system, whatever we want. It will not disturb to your main operating system as well as whatever virtual operating system is going on, that also. Right. So what we are doing actually with the help of VirtualBox, we are dividing whatever infrastructure we have. Okay. What is the infrastructure? For example, CPU, RAM, hard disk, right? Whatever infrastructure you have, that infrastructure we divided into two operating systems based on your requirement. And you can use it. Why? Because that infrastructure is not that much of use for one operating system. That's why we are deciding. Okay. So before starting a cloud, folks, we are discussing about VirtualBox. We are installing the operating system inside this and we are working with that. Okay. But one drawback is there in that VirtualBox. May I know what is the drawback? If you are using VirtualBox, we have two softwares for the VirtualBox. Basically, we are using VMware. Okay. And another one is Oracle Box. Yeah. Any one software, you can use it. Okay. Yeah. So folks, what is the question? If you are using VirtualBox software or VMware or Oracle Box. Okay. So what is the drawback? Features we know, we can install multiple operating system without disturbing your main operating system. But what is the drawback? Right? Slow as resources are divided. Very good. Correct. Obviously, whatever capacity you have, if multiple operating system you have, so it will slow. Apart from that, for example, you have good CPU, RAM, and HDD, and you have only two operating systems. Your main operating system is based on Windows and VMware is based on Linux. Only one operating system is working on VMware box or VirtualBox, right? So it should fast, it will work fine. But what is the drawback? Yes, all of you, what do you think? I'm not getting replies. Scaling, okay. Just think about it. Your organization want only one computer. Okay. And whatever your load is there, that will work on same operating system. Meaning of that, you have an application. That application is require 2 GB of RAM. Okay. Yeah. Your application have, for example, 4-core CPU. Okay. And 20 GB of RAM, for example. And apart from that, 10 TB of hard disk. It's too much. And your application load, whatever application you are launching, in Linux operating system, that application is require only 2 core CPU and 8 GB of RAM, and apart from that 5 TB of hard disk, for example. It is the requirement. Okay, and you have double from this requirement, so definitely your operating system will work fine. No scaling is required. Why? Because whatever work you have, this infrastructure is sufficient for that workload, right? Apart from that, yeah, we can't do multitasking. No, Zain, we can do multitasking also, because right now whatever operating systems are coming today's generation, all the systems have multi-user multitasking, we can say. Okay, now folks, I'll give you the answer. If you remember or if you realize that thing, so your virtual box is depend on your laptop operating system. Okay, if your laptop operating system is corrupt, can you able to access virtual operating system? It is possible. Your hardware is working compulsory. Your hardware is working fine. No changes are there, right? Your CPU, RAM, hard disk, it's working fine. Superb, good speed. But your operating system is corrupt. It will work? Obviously, no, right? Yeah. So that is the very biggest drawback, folks. Why? Because your operating system, whatever you are launching with the help of VirtualBox software, it is based or depend on main operating system. What is depend on? Laptop or desktop. If it is formatted, entire work, whatever operating is there, all the things are formatted, right? Yes. So to come up from that situation, folks, virtualizations will come to the picture. Okay, so now I'll move to the PPT and we'll understand what is the virtualizations. Okay, yeah. So you can see here, virtualization is the primary technology that support cloud computing. What AWS will doing? AWS will not depend on based operating system. AWS will provide you infrastructure, CPU, RAM, hard disk. You will decide what is your operating system. Okay, how AWS will work? I'll give you a little bit of idea. AWS have a big servers, folks. You can see it's a server, for example. So AWS have this type of multiple servers, and that server have a too much of capacity, right? Number of core CPU, number of RAM, hard disk, multiple things are there. What AWS is doing, just for example, you are sending a request to the AWS. Hey, cloud, we need 1 GB of RAM, 1 CPU. Okay, so it is a server. So AWS will give you this part to you. Why? Because this part is depend on 1 CPU, 1 GB of CPU, and 1 core CPU, 1 GB of RAM, and 1 TB of hard disk, for example. Now another person is coming. They are saying, hey, we need 2 core CPU, 2 GB of RAM, and 2 TB of hard disk. Amazon will provide you next option. Then next, like that only. So whatever cloud virtualization is there, that virtualization will work on hardware part, folks. It is not depend on any type of software, any type of operating system. That is the beauty of every cloud, folks. They are not depend on any based operating system, just like your virtual box is depend. Okay, if your operating system is not working, your virtual software also not working. Here it will not like that. If your main operating system is not working, everything is not working. It is not based on any type of operating. Yes, hope you will get a little bit of idea what is the virtualization in cloud and what is virtualization in as a software level, we can say, folks. All of you, is it clear? Right, so obviously you can see here, basically we are using some type of servers. Inside that server we are using VMware software. And inside that VMware, we are using some operating systems and then application as per this diagram. But what is cloud will provide? Cloud will provide, and cloud will directly connected with hardware or infrastructure, we can say. No operating system is available in between. Your operating system, what you are selecting, it is not based on any other operating system. Okay. Yeah. Hope it is clear, all of you. Everyone, just give me a quick confirmation on the chat box. Okay. Guys, again and again, I am repeating to everyone. If you are joining my session, so please be on active mode, because if you are not asking me the question, if you are not replying, so definitely this course is or my session is not related with you. Just go and register in Udemy sessions if you need a recordings, right? Yeah, because you are paying something, whatever amount is not matter for me. If you are paying something, definitely you need to get that knowledge also. That's why. Okay. Now, every cloud have a three types of technology, folks, or three types of modules, we can say. Maybe you know about that. What are the models? So first is infrastructure as a service. Second is platform as a service. And third one is nothing but what? Software as a service. We'll understand what is the infrastructure as a service, what we can call platform as a service, and which scenario we can go and we can use software as a service. Some examples are available in front of you, folks. If you are using infrastructure as a service, so every cloud service provider will provide you infrastructure as a service. Here, we will purchase only hardware from the AWS, some infrastructure from the cloud service providers, rest of the things you need to select. You are responsible to manage only infrastructure, right? Meaning of that CPU, RAM, hard disk will take care by the AWS people or any cloud service provider. Operating system, security, backup, everything is based on user needs. After completing this course, folks, most of the companies and you also become an infrastructure as a service engineer, because you know, if some companies want infrastructure as a service, what are the important steps? What are the services? And it is low as compared to platform as a service as well as software as a service. I'll give you one real-time examples to understand what is the infrastructure, what is platform, and what is software as a service. Okay. Yeah. So to better understanding of infrastructure, platform, and software, folks, just think about it. Yeah. You need to go for a pizza. You are going for cooking a pizza or biryani, we can say anything, right? You have your own kitchen, and inside this kitchen, you can see some what we say ingredient you have, right? Now, what you are doing, you are going to the market, and whatever ingredient is required, veg, non-veg item, whatever it is required, you are purchasing from the market. Okay, already you have this first what we say infrastructure. Second, you are purchasing from market, then only you are going to cook. You are responsible for the taste and all. Why? Because you are cooking. Then only your product will ready. Okay. So here, some options you are purchasing from the market. Okay. So this type of examples will come to the infrastructure as a service. For example, you are saying, okay, let's go. All the what we say users or friends are sitting together and they are thinking to make a biryani, to cook a biryani, for example. Okay, so already you have kitchen, gas, stove, and all the things. Just you are going to the market and you are purchasing some vegetables or whatever things is required to make a biryani or cook a biryani, right? Then you are cooking, right? Some options you are purchasing from the market, meaning of that some options, some infrastructure you are purchasing from the Amazon or Azure or Google. Okay, but kitchen you have, and you also responsible for cooking and test, right? That is nothing but what? Infrastructure as a service. Now, same situation, understanding is different. Platform as a service. Same, you need to, what we say, eat a biryani, right? Now, but what you are thinking, you are not cooking the biryani. You are just opening the application, whatever application is available in your mobile, just like Swiggy or Zomato, whatever applications you have, and you are booking the order, right? You are not using your kitchen. You are not going to the market. You are not purchasing any material. You are not cooking anything. Just you are using your, what we say, dinings, and you are enjoying the biryani, right? That is coming to the platform as a service, right? Just we are giving the order. It will be coming to your doorsteps. You are just using your dinings and completing the biryani, nothing else. That will come to the picture of platform as a service. Now, third thing, what is the software as a service? Again, you have to go to eat the biryani, but you are not using your kitchen, right? You are not going to the market. Same, you are not cooking. Again, you are not using your dinings also. You are going to the restaurant, right? You are going to the restaurant. You are using restaurant dining, restaurant cook, whatever chef is there, restaurant ingredient, restaurant kitchen, everything is provided by the restaurant. Just you are sitting to the restaurant and enjoying the biryani. So that is nothing but what? Software as a service. Everything is ready-made. Just you have to put the order, enjoy. Right? So these are the basic examples of infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, as well as software as a service. Yeah. Hope folks, everybody will get the idea how these three modules will work. Is it clear? Or any question, folks? All of you? Yes? Okay. So now come to the cloud architect part, and we'll understand if you are moving to the AWS, then what provided by the AWS. You can see here on-site, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So on-site, everything, whatever options you have, it is taken care by the user. User is responsible. But in infrastructure as a service, virtualization, server, storage, and network, this part is managed by the cloud service provider. Your organization, and you will be responsible for this part, from operating system to application. You need to select your operating system. Hardware will be provided by the AWS. You need to install operating system, middleware, applications, we can say programming languages, databases, and applications. So most of the time, folks, you will work as an infrastructure as a service engineer, because it is, as compared to the platform and software as a service, cost is very low. Why? Because only few things are managed by the AWS. Maximum things is managed by the organization and user, we can say. Okay. Yeah. Now come to the next module, that is platform as a service. So in that platform as a service, only two things managed by the user, that is application and database. For example, in your organization, have only programmers, we can say, or developers. Your organization is not working with infrastructure engineers. So they can go and they can select the second module, that is a platform as a service. So operating system, servers, infrastructure is managed by the AWS, and your organization is responsible only for application and data. So you can more focused on applications as well as your data. That is the platform as a service. And finally, third option, software as a service. No need to manage anything. Everything is managed by the AWS. Right? So these are the basic criteria and basic differences between as, PaaS, and SaaS models. Same models will available in every cloud. If you are going to the Microsoft, same structure. If you are going to the Google, if you are using AWS, same structure we need to follow. Right? Yeah. So hope it is clear to everyone. Okay. Yeah. Now, folks, what is the advantages? As we discuss in first question, as we discuss in first starting 10 minutes, what are the advantages? Why everyone is moving to the cloud? So based on that, some options we can say. No capital expenditure, right? Starting, no need to pay anything if you want. Apart from that, everything is charged on per second, minutes, or hourly basis. Only if you are using, then only you need to pay. Just think about it. If you purchase one server, right? Today you purchase the server. Okay. Your countdown time will start from now. If you are not installing operating system, your application till 10 days, no problem. Why? Because already you purchased, you invest some amount. But what AWS is saying, whenever you purchase, only that time you have to pay, and whatever time you are not using, no need to pay. For example, Amazon, what we say, shopping website. Sometimes, folks, you will see some big billion day is going on. Some sale is going on. In that time period, Amazon need lots of servers, right? So only for that 3 days, Amazon will pay lots of amount to the cloud. Rest of the time, they will pay normal bill, right? Apart from that, we will take the another example, that is nothing but what? Cricket match. When cricket match is going on, only that time, lots of users are accessing that portal or website or applications. We need lots of servers. But after this hours, normal scenario. So meaning of that, only for particular time period, whatever you are using, only that you have to pay. It is a beauty of cloud, folks. Right? Yeah. Apart from that, getting a new server is easy click, or we can say with very few click. Just think about it. For example, you have a laptop. Okay. Yeah. You have laptop and you need to install operating system. Okay. If you have little bit idea, folks, can you tell me how much time is required to install the operating system in physical laptop or server? It is available in front of you. You are using, you are accessing. It is physically available and operating system is corrupt. Now you need to install the operating system. How much time is required? Minimum time, just guess. Or tentative time we can say. 20 minutes. Right? Why? Because we need to boot from pen drive first or CD DVD. Right now CD DVDs no one is using. That's why we are using pen drives and all. So we will attach pen drive with this laptop and we will use that. Right? Yes. But what AWS is saying, if you are coming to the cloud, no need to go for waiting period, or we can say loading. Why? Because it is provided with a very few quick, right? Apart from that, provide very high availability solution without any extra efforts. If you need to launch your business Singapore, you are sitting in India, you can easily launch. No need to go to the Singapore, no need to finalize the space. Direct, just select the region. Your services will start with a few clicks, few minutes also. Apart from that, multiple types of securities provided by the AWS. And finally, it is flexible and error shield. So these are the uh, most usable benefits we can say. That's why everybody or every organization is moving to the cloud. They are going for the cloud and they are accessing, they are migrating that workload to the cloud. Hope everyone will understand, folks, what we have discussed till now. Yes, it is clear. Okay, so maybe if you need to launch a server, folks, okay, so what you have to do, if you need to launch a website, you can see here one domain is available. So you need to purchase one domain name, right? You need some network devices. You need a firewall to protect your infrastructure. Then databases require some servers, application servers, some storage devices. Multiple things are required. AWS is saying if you are going for the AWS, then also we will provide all the things. Only names are different, right? Terminology is different. Working methods are same. Whatever we are using in on-premises, better than that, we can use in the cloud. Okay. Yeah. Finally, already we discussed about that a part of virtualization, we can say. So if you have the server, hardware part, in between you have the operating system, and then you are using some hypervisor software. And based on that hypervisor software, you are using some operating system. You are installing or you are accessing some operating system. So your operating systems are depend on this operating system. If it is not working, your entire structure, whatever structure you have, it is not working. Right? Yeah. And what is the cloud? Directly your hypervisor will connect with hardware. No in between operating system is available. After the hypervisor, your operating systems are available. Okay. So no main or base operating system is available here. Directly you can access your operating system and you can launch these services. Okay. Yeah. So folks, little bit of understanding. Azure, AWS and Google, which type of companies they are using. So obviously everyone have some good clients, we can say. Okay. Yeah. You can see Netflix, Samsung, BMW, right? Multiple companies are using the AWS. Same things happened with Azure as well as Google also. If you are talking about the Azure, HP, Fuji Films, Apple, multiple users are using the Azure. And if you talked about the Google, then again we can see PayPal, right? Yeah, some cartoon HSBC and multiple things they are also using the Google. Important thing is that, folks, everyone is moving to the cloud, right? So these are the basic understanding based on the AWS, folks, or we can say based on the cloud. Today is nothing but what our introductory part. That's why we are discussing about the basic infrastructure detail or how AWS will work, what is the modules of cloud, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Okay. From tomorrow, I'll request to everyone, kindly join with your laptop or desktop, because from tomorrow we are moving to the practical session, folks. Okay, it's an introductory session, we can say. That's why we are discussing about the introduction part. From tomorrow we are going to the, yes, practical sessions. Okay. Yeah. So till now, folks, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand or you can type in the chat box, so we will discuss. Yeah. After this course, will certificate exam we can give, we covering all the topics related that. Yes, Tushar, we will cover solution architect, but again, what is recommended? Minimum 6 months practice is required to complete solution architect course, folks. Official examination, we can say. Why? Because here we will discuss about only, we can say, one example. Okay. But AWS international certification exam is based on real time scenario. They are not asking you multiple types of questions. They are giving you some type of scenario based question. You need to answer that. Meaning of that, no need to type, just select the answer, correct answer. Right. So that's why important thing is nothing but what? Hands-on experience required. Without hands-on experience, you can't clear any certification. Right? Yeah, that is the thing. That's why we are providing you some dumps, or we will provide you most of the times examples. You are new here, so before starting every topic, folks, we are discussing why this service is important as a part of real time scenario. Then we will move to the service part. Okay. Yeah. Do we have to take cloud practitioner before solution architect? No, not compulsory. Direct you can go for the solution architect. It is not compulsory. First you have to complete the cloud practitioner, then only you can go for the solution architect. It is not like that. Okay. Yeah. Yes, folks. Any other? Yeah. Any other doubt you have, or any question? Okay. So if you don't have any questions, queries, folks, so today we will stop here. Okay. Tomorrow again, I'll request to everyone, kindly connect with your laptops, or we can say desktop. So easily we can practice and we will move one by one. Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining today's session, folks. Good night or good day as per your time zone. I'm stopping my screen. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, all of you. Welcome. Welcome to all.